sports. It's in the game.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Hill going to go in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, Vick. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, Vick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Vick now. Touchdown, Cowboys! Christian Watson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now for Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression?
Oh, Vick's throw intercepted. Picked off by Derek Brooks. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
They'll turn to Kamara. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Lamb's first catch of the game, good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. Vick to throw on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Vick operating on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, Jackson. They'll get this out to Kamara. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Jackson. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Donald Parham, 62 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And Graham on the ground. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Jimmy Graham, 82 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. And I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Done good with the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Report!
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 11.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, report!
Now it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Vick. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working pretty well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And Kamara with a carry there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Donald Parham, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll turn to Kamara. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jackson is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Done good with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there, but they're across the 50 at the 48 now. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Middle.
Jackson now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on up through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either
and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Let's go now.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Michael Vick. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick. And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now down for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Cowboys 42, Ravens 34.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now down for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 49, Ravens 34.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
13 yards. It's now
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Randy Moss, 67 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready, get.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Ready.
2nd and 7.
Ready.
This to Graham on the short pass. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Okay,
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
19 Tiger.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run again with Jackson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is gone. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. Steps away to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good.
Here's Jackson.
Raven.
He's going to try and go deep again. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a cap